meet Daniel Steev. I just look like this. Do we have any porn lovers in the house tonight? All those people who cheered, how many of you are straight? Shame on you, that shit is disgusting. I watch a little bit of straight porn every day before I go to work, just so I have something in my mind that'll keep me from getting a boner on the SkyTrain. I have learned one thing from straight porn. I now know how to choke a woman just enough so that she dies, but only on the inside. Most of my best friends are women. A lot of them are here tonight. Because I have so many, I refuse to make any new female friends. It's just that my brain refuses to hold any more disgusting secrets. The only reason straight women befriend gay dudes is so they can dump all their baggage on us, and it's fucking exhausting when you do that shit. I had a coworker try to befriend me, and I could feel it coming because she was getting all sassy with me all week, and she started using words like fierce and chic. We're finally alone one day, and she's like, "So Steve, are you seeing anyone?" Which is the passive-aggressive way a coworker says, "Steve, do you actually prefer cock?" And I knew it was coming. I'm like, go through the motions. I'm like, yeah, I've got a boyfriend. We've been together for X amount of years. And she's like, "Oh my God, that is so amazing. I have herpes." What the fuck? Like, I'm not upset that she overshared, but it is fucking crazy that she thinks we're even now. Equivalent pieces of information. Also, it's fucking offensive when you assume a gay guy can relate to the time you got an STD. It's incorrect in my case. I've never had an STD. I've had several STDs. My boyfriend is here this evening. He's in the back. You might think I'm big in stature. My boyfriend is a fucking giant. He's 6'5", 200 and don't worry about it pounds. And anytime I introduce him to a new friend, they always have the same question afterwards. They're like, "Wow, he's really big. How big is he?" I play dumb. I'm like, "He's 6'5", 200. They're like, no. Like, how big is he down there?" Like, I understand their curiosity, but it's hard for me to talk about his dick because I dislocate my jaw every time I blow up. We've been in a relationship for a number of years now. Without giving away too much, one of us is circumcised and one of us is not, and we never even talk about how much better it is my way. Like, I don't get why men argue about it. If you were born with a dick, you won the life lotto. We should just be high-fiving and sword fighting all over the place. But instead, we just want to shit on each other for our differences. Like, uncircumcised men are like, "You've been mutilated." Circumcised men are like, "Your dicks are ugly." Uncircumcised guys are like, "Well, we don't need lotion to masturbate." Circumcised guys are like, "Wait, what?" That actually sounds kind of nice. I've always looked at dicks the same way I look at shirts. Like, I'm less interested in the neckline and more interested in the fit. I don't care if it's got a crew neck or a turtleneck or a hoodie. As long as it's an extra large, I'll try it on. With a poncho over top, unless I'm drunk. It's all going too well. I'm not a size queen, but I do feel really bad for guys with little dicks because the only thing you can do is say, "It's a grower, not a shower." Like, who in their right mind thought that the best way to lend a little dick some dignity would be to explain it using an adorable rhyme? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So the next time, if you have a small dick, I can only imagine what that's like. If you have a small dick and you're worried about how it's going to be received, the first time your new partner sees it, just look them tenderly in the eye and say, "It won't fill you, but if you laugh, I'll kill you." I was talking about sex with a friend recently, and I told him the truth, which is that I'm not much of a dirty talker, believe it or not. God, I'm kind of mute in bed. I said, the only things I ever say when I'm fucking are, oh yeah, and I'm gonna come. And he was horrified. He's like, you actually say I'm gonna come? And I was like, yeah, what do you say? And he goes, where do you want it? Like, at first I was like, that's disgusting. And then I was like, that's actually kind of considerate. You want it? Like, you don't give them options like face or tits or on you or in you. You just say, where do you want it? Because if somebody said that to me, I'd get creative. Like, where do you want it? I'd be like, on your roommate's toothbrush. Alright, Steve, where do you want it? I'd be like, in your own ass. Beer bomb, and you fucking figure it out. I don't know. I was at a house party recently. I saw this woman who's very obviously pregnant. Like, too late to do anything about it. Fucking, you are pregnant. And she's chain smoking, and she's guzzling beer, and she clearly doesn't give a fuck who sees it. And so I felt conflicted about it. I didn't know what to do in that situation, so I went to the bathroom and I phoned my mother. I was like, what do I do? What about that child? And she was like, first of all, Steven, it's not your place to tell people how to live. Second of all, it is not that easy to kill a baby by drinking and smoking, son, trust me. A lot of people get indignant about breastfeeding in public, which I can't understand for the life of me. I just think it's so beautiful. Because it takes something I don't want to see and uses it to silence something I don't want to hear. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's this reoccurring post that keeps coming up on Facebook. And it's about some kid, and it's like, he asked his dad for a Barbie for his birthday. And what his dad did next will warm your heart. And it doesn't fucking warm my heart at all. He buys this kid a doll, which is great. You should buy your kids toys that don't conform to gender norms. I'm all for that. What I'm not for is you taking fucking photos of your child during his sexual awakening and putting it on the goddamn internet so you look like a good dad. That's not your fucking story to tell. A better headline would be, he asked his father for a Barbie doll. And what his dad did next is unclear because he respected his son's right to privacy. So fucking fabulous, which I hope he is. He's like 7 years old now. Chances are in 2 years he's gonna have his own YouTube channel and he can tell his own story without his thirsty ass dad trying to get internet famous from it, you fucking dick. My dad is wonderful. My dad knew I was gay from a young age, but he didn't know how to talk to me about it. So every once in a while he would blurt out something inappropriate in hopes that I would feel supported. This one time, I was probably 8 years old, and we're watching the American news, because of course it's the fucking American news. And it's about this school that got a book in their library about a little boy whose parents get divorced, and so his father moves into an apartment with another man. That's the whole story. And so of course these Red Wing assholes are fucking pissed about it, and they're protesting outside of this elementary school, and they send a reporter, and the reporter puts a microphone in this one hillbilly's face, and she's like, sir, why are you so upset about this? It's just a book. And he's like, I don't want my children learning about that lifestyle. That's disgusting. My children should know about sodomy. And my dad looked at me, and he looked at the TV, and what he said next will warm your heart. He goes, son, I'm sure that guy fucks his wife in the ass. I was like, oh my God, Dad. I was like, when he does, do you think he says I'm gonna come or where do you want it?